Hey, JD, did you tape any of Ronnie's show? Oh, I'm coming right in.
It's a Cadillac chassis.
You wanted that? I didn't know you wanted that.
No, well.
What's on your face today? Oh, you're drooling.
Sorry. No, I was just laughing about something.
Yeah. Everybody spits all over themselves.
I'm laughing, and of course you drool.
I was drooling on myself and peeing my pants.
That show can be for people, I don't know. For me, it's the most boringest show I've ever heard in my life.
Most boringest?
Like, nothing.
Let me ask you something. How do you say most boringest if you went to college for 4 years?
Well, I didn't go to college for 4 years.
How many years did you go?
Well, it was a 13-month.
Is that a real college?
Why do they call that a college?
Howard, I think he went to a program, not an accredited college.
It's like ITT Tech.
You didn't take English, did you, JD?
It's Full Sail.
I thought it was a college.
College?
No, it's like a school where you learn specific.
It's like a place you learn not to speak English.
Like you go film and video or recording arts.
Oh, I thought you went to college because Stedman is teaching.
He's an adjunct professor.
So he's a professor of a place that isn't even a college?
Yeah, I guess.
See, Howard, online it says it's a university.
JD, that's a university you went to.
It says you can get a master's or a bachelor's there.
Yeah, if I keep going.
Oh, so you didn't finish school?
No, I got an associate's degree.
Oh, they'll give you anything in Full Sail.
Don't you need 2 years of college for that?
13 months. You get a 2-year degree in 13 months.
13 months?
They didn't teach you how to talk there, did they?
Most boringest. So you think
motherfucker.
So you think the car show is horrible? You can be honest.
I don't hear your show.
I could have a show if I wanted one, I guess.
You can't talk.
I don't know what to do on
show? You can't even talk.
Well, that's why I don't do it. Listen, I listened to like 5 minutes and I got bored. And I couldn't deal with it. And then I asked Scott when he came in if he could listen, if he would listen to it.
Well, first of all, you don't know anything about cars.
Hold on, I'm not done talking. And he even pulled me in.
Talking.
He even pulled me in and said, JD, I can't listen to that.
He's jealous of everything.
We tried to listen to a story of him selling the lease on his truck or something. I was like, I couldn't get through it.
Well, people ask these questions. That's what the show's all about.
All right. It wasn't. Sorry.
You stupid fuck. I mean, you can't even talk. Where's your show? Where's your show?
That has nothing to do if I have a show or not.
You can't even talk.
You put on a boring show.
Come to Florida.
He doesn't like your show, man. Well, maybe I should cancel that thing, Jay.
We had a live guest last night come in.
Who'd you have?
Gary.
Oh, yeah?
Gary came in, and he was talking about leasing and stuff. He thought the show was fun.
Yeah. It's so boring. Maybe I should review that and maybe take it off.
Whatever. Take it off the air. You
don't care, right?
No.
JD, what were you saying?
No, actually, I do care because people do like the show.
Hold on, JD.
Yes.
I'm going to let you decide.
Yeah, right.
Do we keep this? I'm giving you the ultimate power right now. I'll cancel that fucking show. Is it bad?
Oh, my God.
What do you know if it's bad or good anyway?
You want to say something to your master because I'm giving him the power right now. If he tells me to cancel,
dude,
it's
he
done.
can go fuck himself. I don't care. If he cancels the show, he's a stupid ass.
I would feel bad because I'm not. It's probably not for my demographic because I don't own a car.
Is it a boring show? Is it the most boringest show?
It's the most boringest show.
The first
Is it good for us? Because I got to do what's right for my subscribers.
Well, he started to say at the very beginning, it might be for people. What were you saying?
Well, it might be for other people, people with cars and looking to sell a car or something. And I'm just not involved with that stuff. I don't own a car.
But is it the most boring?
How come you don't own a car?
Because I ride the subway.
Because you're too
Too stupid to own a car. You owned a car. Remember when you owned a car?
What happened?
Please.
Yeah, what happened?
Dude, he bought a car. He bought a used car that he paid more than if you bought a new car for.
Oh, no.
God.
No, I think it was
and
a new car.
the car was the biggest piece of shit.
What was the...
And he was paying like $600-700 a month for it.
Is that right?
I don't even
It's right. Come on, don't tell me that. Yeah, it's right.
I don't even remember. I remember... hold on.
When I used to be the delivery boy for the diner.
Oh, yeah, that was true.
Yeah, okay.
Do you remember what kind of car it was?
Yeah.
What?
It was some kind of Dodge something, Diplomat or something, or
well, that was an old police car that I had.
No. What was the other one you had?
It was like a
that
Dodge
purple
Neon.
thing. It was
Dodge
purple.
Neon.
It was purple.
Dodge what?
Dodge Neon. Listen, it was like car I had.
Well,
illegal.
maybe if you listen to the fucking show, you'd know something about buying a car.
Well,
you
your show
stupid
wasn't
asshole.
around back then. But
Well, then don't take it off the air.
Do you want it off the air or not? It's up to you. Am I doing wrong by my listeners?
I don't know. He's being awfully angry. I don't want to,
Well, he's trying to intimidate you.
I know.
It's my fucking show.
Wants their show canceled, JD.
I know.
JD, just give me the word. And I'll go by your opinion.
Listen, it's not for me to decide.
Yeah, you
so
better not be for you to decide.
Keep it on.
Is it good for my channels?
Is it good for your channels? It depends on what you're going for on your channels.
I'm going for a nice audience, a show that's mainstream that people can listen to and enjoy. Yes or no? Keep it on or off?
I don't know. How many callers did you have? Did you have a lot of
I don't
callers?
know how many. We had a lot of callers. I don't know if you count. I didn't take a count. We had callers from all over the country, I can tell you that.
You want it off the air? I mean, if it personally offends you,
Let him go fuck himself.
It doesn't offend me.
Dude, you take my show off, you're a dead person.
What are you, John Gotti?
Holy shit. You're dead.
I didn't realize that. I didn't realize this show was so important to him.
Of course it is.
It's not only my show. It's Wayne Siegel's show. It's this other guy's show.
Cadillac
It's
Sean.
Yeah, and
a guy who didn't even show up last night.
Well, he had to go to softball. It was more important.
see how much these guys care about their
He was
show.
in the playoffs.
One of your guys didn't show up?
Yeah, Cadillac Sean.
He had a playoff.
He had a playoff game.
Let me listen to this show. This is old clips from the first show.
Yeah.
Oh, the first show wasn't that great. Come on, don't compare it to now.
Let me.
It's the same thing, Ronnie.
And it's not the same thing, because even Jim, who produces the show, says it's getting better and better every time.
Let's take another question from Ben. Let's take another question from Ben and see what his problem is.
Hey, hey, how you guys doing? I had a question.
What's your problem, Joey? Justin, what's your problem? Hey, Will, what's your problem? Hey, Martin, what's your problem?
Me?
Yeah, you.
All right, I say we take it off.
Why?
Based on
Because
that.
what are you talking about?
That's the saying. What's your problem?
Yeah, but people, they call up with legitimate shit. And there was one guy who called in who actually had a problem from the last show and took advice from Wayne and straightened out his problem. So
Okay.
Hey, you want to hear something
wrong?
sort of crazy? And actually, Ronnie was telling me this, and it's sort of sad in a way.
What?
So they're doing. I'll talk about what you told me.
Yeah,
this morning.
sure, no problem.
Where Ronnie lives, they're doing some. They're trying to build some new houses. So they had this piece of woods at the end of his block. I remember that piece of woods.
The old house. Yeah, the old house on the corner.
So it was all woods. You know, it was nice. So they're clearing the land for the new house.
Houses, yeah.
And last night, Ronnie said the weirdest thing happened. Tell everyone what happened.
So I did my show, and I went home and I went to sleep.
Yeah.
About 12:30, I hear tapping on my front door. The dog goes bananas. He goes flying out of the bed. He goes crazy. I go out there, and as I go to the front window, there's 5 raccoons going away from my front door.
Wow.
They were knocking on his door.
They were knocking. They were tapping on the door, and they had done it to my neighbor a couple of nights before. Like they went to her back door, to a sliding glass door in the backyard, and did the same thing. But it was early. This is 12:30 at night. Now I'm up. The dog went ballistic, woke me up, and now I can't go back to sleep. So there's a family. It's like 5 raccoons who are displaced now because they have no place to live, obviously.
Yeah.
And these 3 ugly, huge possums.
Oof.
Which are rats.
Oh my God, they are hideous looking.
See, they probably all lived in the woods. They weren't
Yeah.
bothering
Of course they
anybody.
did, yeah.
And now they're all moved out.
So now I gotta call like
But they're
animal
kind of polite,
control.
like they were knocking on your door trying to get in.
Yeah, I don't know what they
Kind
want.
of polite.
I mean, imagine 5 raccoons sitting there knocking on your door.
What's your problem? Listen to the auto show.
I'd give them a show, those raccoons.
It's on a raccoon chassis.
It's just kind of sad. I see this happening so much. Like there should be a moratorium on building on some of these lots already, because there's no more empty space. It's like everything's being
Not
built on.
here. There's plenty of empty space
No,
in the middle of
this house was like, it had to be, I think it was like 125 years old, this house.
Right.
And then the lady, she was up there in age, and then she sold it to a contractor, and then they flipped the property to somebody else, and now somebody else bought the property, and they finally sold it. So now they're going to, tear down this old house and build a house or 2 there or something. But now these animals are running around crazy. They don't know where to go.
No, they're all lost. Well, they're displaced.
Yeah. So
That's
I'm going
right. And nobody thinks about situating the animals. They just cut down the woods.
Yeah.
You deal with it.
Raccoons are a lot of them are rabid, aren't they?
Yeah, well, they can be.
Yeah, and don't ever corner one, because forget about it. They'll tear you apart. Because I remember a story. Do you remember Jane and Craig from the Window Factory?
Yeah.
Jan lived in that condo over there in Woodbury.
Yeah.
And he had one get in through his chimney and came down out the fireplace.
Right.
And then they were in his den, and they were sitting in the den, and they saw it come out, and they ran out of the room. They closed the door, and it was trapped in there. It tore the room apart. It ripped the furniture up, everything. And I remember they had to call the police and come and shoot it with a dart gun. It was a whole thing.
Wow.
They're not good animals to corner, man.
No.
They're wild.
That's like cornering me, JD.
All right, so, hey, what were we talking about?
My show.
Canceling his show.
Shoot him with a dart. All right, forget about his show. What else were we talking about? Something else?
I don't know. That's all I came in.
Full Sail or something.
No, you asked him if he taped my show, which he didn't.
He didn't.
No.
Well, even if you find the show boring, you have to tape it?
Did JD, since
it's
you
not
listen?
taped. I mean, I can drag it over and...
How can you say it was boring?
Wait, what?
I told you, I listened to the first 5 minutes, and it was...
So if it was so boring, you should have taped it so Howard could rip it apart.
It's already taped.
That's your
That's
job.
the problem.
That's your job.
No, that's not the problem.
That's your job.
It's already taped.
That's your job, isn't it?
No, it's not my job, actually.
Howard could have ripped it apart today if it was so bad. If you would have taped it. Isn't that your job?
I don't know. I don't know my
Were
job.
you talking on your show about what's the best car to have sex in?
This girl calls in she calls in and wanted to, that was one of the questions she asked.
So what was the answer?
A 67 Dodge Dart.
Why?
I like a Le Mans person.
Why a Dodge Dart? That's a little small.
Yeah, but that was the car I had at the time.
Oh, I see. Yeah, but I was just thinking that I had a Dodge Dart, and it was like, that was not...
Yeah, well, at that time, it was the best car.
I tell you, it's got a lot of room. It was 74 AMC Matador. That's what I had.
Yeah, well, I said a 72 Caddy.
That's got a lot of room.
That's got a lot of room.
Yeah. Fascinating.
Yeah, it was fascinating. That was the only really stupid question. Everything else was legit.
All right, thanks, JD. Thank you, Ronnie.
Yeah, thanks for taping.
It is
Thanks
taped.
for doing your job.
I did my job.
No, you didn't. You didn't do your job.
You did tape it, right?
It's taped. Listen,
So why don't you go listen to it and see if you find anything funny on there or something interesting to
that's
play?
what I tried to do, but it's a lot of car. And then plus,
what
if there's something that's mind blowing or whatever? Scott listened to it too, or tried to.
Scott, you were bored with Ronnie's show too?
I just put that clip up on GP2 in red.
Yeah.
It's Ronnie talking about buying his lease car. I dare you to. It's almost 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
I dare you to get through that clip.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let's see how long we can last.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, here we go. This is Ronnie's show last night. Let's see if we can last, Robin.
All right.
Because every month, used car prices keep going up. Dealers can't buy enough cars.
I'm a perfect example of that because I was going to go lease a new truck.
I'm done.
I'm a GM guy. I like GM cars. And I went to get a GMC Denali like I have. Now, they tell me to get a new one. They don't have them. They didn't even make them yet. The 2010s are not even in production yet.
Right.
They're not going to start production until sometime mid-October.
And
if then.
The dealer had no 09 inventory?
Nothing.
Nothing
Gone.
to choose from?
Nothing. They didn't have any.
Was that one of the deals that was shut down?
No.
Okay.
No, this was Sean. This was King O' Queen.
Queen O'Rourke.
Sean from King Auto World. By the way, Ron.
But, so what happened was I go there and I say, and they tell me, well, we can get you one. The 2010s will be produced in October.
Yeah, you'll be waiting 6 months.
And, well, if I'm lucky, I see one by Christmas. Maybe.
No, you should see
Are
one.
you sleeping through this? How you doing with this, Rob?
Dude, it was a legitimate question I was answering. What do you want from
Well,
me?
it's fun to listen to it with JD because he's laughing through this whole thing.
JD's having a good time.
All I heard was Denali.
JD, you laugh more at this show than my show.
Ronnie was standing here listening to it with his hand under his chin like the thinker.
No, I wasn't. I was standing here just like this.
The thinker.
What are you talking about, douche?
He's going with the Tracy argument.
By the way, this goes on all day between JD and Ronnie.
Before that, they're building them in
So I
October.
said, well-
They should be here by November.
So I said, no.
You don't have to come overseas.
Christmas. They were saying
Really?
Christmas. Anyway, long story short, I go,
Too late.
what do I want this car for? It looks exactly the same, and I'm going to spend more money for it. So I made a deal. I finally made a deal on my truck, which is an 07,
To buy it?
with 20,000 miles on it. And I said, what am I doing? This truck is
Wait a
like,
minute. I thought you were buying a Challenger from me.
not right now.
That's in the summertime. That'll be his toy.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Good chick.
We're only halfway through the clip. Scott even doesn't like it.
Well, what does Scott know? He doesn't know shit about a fucking car either. Nobody asked him to listen to it.
Right.
You know, people who are into cars or need questions about buying a car, they call in. They ask questions.
Right.
I mean, if you don't like it, take it off. What can I say?
It's not the most boring.
You know, Wayne will be crying and...
Marianne from Brooklyn says she likes Ronnie's show.
Yeah, because Howard, you played the worst clips. A lot of people were calling up with legitimate problems, and Ronnie and Wayne Siegel were really answering them. And I think my show was the worst. But Howard, I want you to know I left Scott Greenstein a message on your behalf, and I have a feeling you're going to visit Beth though, and I want to hear all about it because I hear it in your voice. You're longing for your partner, Howard. Am I right?
Yes.
You're longing for your partner.
Artie, don't stop me, Artie. And Howard, Alice wants me to give her a shout-out. She's been thinking of you, but she can't call.
Who?
Alice. You know Alice, our friend Alice from California?
Oh, Crazy Alice.
Yes. I don't call her Crazy Alice. She's been thinking a lot about you lately. She called me to tell me.
Oh, thank you.
But Howard, let's hear about that, though. We're waiting.
What?
We're waiting patiently to hear about your trip. I know you're leaving and you're going to visit her.
We're talking about my car show.
I said it was good. That's enough, Ronnie.
All right. Thank you.
It could be a show that's good for the public, but clips-wise, on this show, sorry.
You're longing for your partner.
It's like one of those, these real estate shows where they show just the houses that are for sale.
Honey, it's me, your partner.
Dude. Sorry.
All right, Ron. Well, so far, JD says keep the show. So there you go.
JD, I'll give a shit. Tim says keep the show. That's all I care about.
All right. Thank you.
Fuck him, that idiot.
I'm not a program director.
Keep a half an hour.
You're nothing. You didn't even tape the show.
It is taped.
You didn't pull clips like you're supposed to.
I'm not supposed.
You're supposed. He asked for clips.
I'm supposed to.
He asked for clips.
Yeah,
he asked for clips.
If you want clips now, I'll pull them. But I'm supposed to present
pull them?
interesting material for the show, and that's what I try to do.
Subject is closed now. We don't need the clips.
Okay, it's fine.
You asshole. Should have pulled them last night.
This is a lot more entertaining anyway.
What do you come in at 2 in the morning for? For what? What, do you go to sleep?
Not to listen to that show.
Huh? What'd you pull last night? Huh?
I pulled some Obama stuff that wasn't that I...
We saw Obama. We saw enough of him yesterday.
You're not kidding.
Well, that was you.
Yeah.
I voted for the guy. I was sorry. He was driving by to close up all of Manhattan. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
I hate that routine. When the president comes to town, the whole world's got it. And Obama even apologized. I was reading the newspaper. He apologized to New York for tying up traffic. Yeah, that's great. But you know what? Don't tie up traffic. Don't apologize. If you're apologizing, it means you're doing something wrong.
When he came here for a date night once,
great.
Everybody at the restaurant had to be searched.
Yeah.
And then he goes to a Broadway show, and again, it stops everything, and everybody there is affected by his appearance there.
Yeah. Oh,
Stay home.
It was insane. I mean, the city gets insane. And I was like, oh, my God. I mean, there are people who live here.
And
work.
jobs have to be done.
Yeah.
People have to get places.
Well, think about an ambulance. Like how many people are dying in them?
No, ambulance was allowed to go right through. I saw that actually happen. While I was there. I was behind the barricade.
No, but I'm saying, I'm sure they let it through, but the traffic in general, sometimes they just can't go anywhere.
All right, Carol, you're on the air.
Howard?
Hey.
Hey, I was listening to your replay on my way home yesterday, and I heard you talking to that girl about ass licking. Howard, you have got to try this. You thought you had a problem jerking off when Beth was gone? This feeling is so intense, you will never have a problem again, rental or not.
I don't understand what she suggested.
How's he going to lick his own ass?
Exactly.
So I have to lick my ass?
No. Have Beth lick your ass, or you lick Beth's ass.
I've offered to lick Beth's ass. She won't let me do it. I've said to her, let's get a little crazy.
She doesn't want to get that excited.
And then sometimes I just start to, get crazy. And then she's like, whoa.
No, you got to surprise her, Howard. When you're down on her, just start working your way back.
Nah, she's not that crazy. She's not that wild in bed. You know what I mean? She likes to do her.
That works.
I don't think that's going to be happening for me.
I'm telling you, the surprise is the best. I think once you're back there,
So your husband does that to you?
Oh, yeah. I do it to him. He does it to me. Curls his toes, everything.
Wow.
Nuts.
Well, that sounds good to me. Although I got to tell you something, I'd have to I was thinking about it. I'd be really uptight because it's got to be stinky back there for me. I mean, even if I what would I have to do? I'd have to shower up.
Yeah, you'd have to scrub.
I'd have to scrub. I go, honey, get there quick.
Shower before.
I wouldn't even let a minute go by.
No ass breath.
Because then bacteria comes into your ass and starts to stink.
Well, how far do you want her to go?
I don't know. I can't even.
Colonoscopy.
I am sure the rim even just smells. You know what I mean? I can't imagine. I'd have to do 3 days of fasting, 1 week of enemas,
bleach,
and then have to bathe continuously. Anyway. All right. Let's say hi to Tommy. Tommy, hi. You're on the air.
Hello, you.
Hello. Howard.
Yes.
I'm the guy that went to China there a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Okay. And you said I kidnapped someone?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I remember the
No,
guy.
guys,
Don't recap.
I was going to get my wife's daughter in China, and then you hung up on me, and you said, I should have asked him if it was
Tommy, what do you want from me today? What can we do for you?
I forgot.
All right. Thank you. Great call. Welcome to Tradio.
Thank you for your call.
Okay, thank you for your call.
Douche.
Lisa, you're on the air.
Robin,
Yes?
I love you.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know how you take it day after day with all those guys over there just bombarding you.
She loves it. In fact, I don't even think Robin likes it when other women are in the studio. She likes being the only woman.
And, I love it.
She loves it.
You have confidence. You don't care about what anybody says over there.
She cares.
You don't get too defensive. And
Why are you saying that?
Because you care what people think.
I don't care what people think. I might care what you think.
I mean, Howard.
Lisa, are you an ass licker?
Yeah, sounds like it.
Robin, have you ever licked a guy's ass?
No.
No, I didn't think so. You're a lady.
My husband loves it.
Yeah, you do it?
Not to him, no.
Other guys.
No.
Who's licking his ass then?
What? Your husband loves it and you don't
He
do
loves
it?
licking her ass, apparently.
But, Robin, why does Howard think that he should tell you what to wear when you go on Jeopardy? I mean, you always look fantastic.
No, I'm just trying to. I said to her, what are you wearing on Jeopardy?
No, you offered to.
And I said, if you need some feet. Because how sexy would that be? Robin in her panties and bra coming out and then saying, okay, Howard, I'm going to try on another outfit. It'd be fun for us. It'd be a fun activity. Watch Robin get dressed.
It shows.
There's another thing I wanted to tell you.
I'd be like, Robin, you've got to get a lower cut top on.
On Howard TV, the credits run from top to bottom.
Right.
How does that make sense?
I don't know. You know what? I don't have anything to do with that. That's Doug Goodstein's bag.
All right,
With
well,
the credits. He rolls the credits in. I do the rest of the show. He rolls the credits in. The one part that irritates you is the credits.
The part that irritates me is that it doesn't make sense that they come from the top to the bottom. You have to read the title and then read who.
I don't know.
In that.
My love, I don't know. I'll take a look at it. How's that? I promise you.
Thank you.
All right.
Robin?
Uh-huh.
Love you.
Love you, too.
Corky, you're on the air.
Hey, how you doing? Listen, Howard, I had to run out of that show before it even started.
Yeah, I heard about this.
What did
You remember Corky wanted to be on Ronnie's car show because he knows more about cars than Ronnie?
Right.
So Corky came up to do the show. It was the weirdest thing. And Corky left. He never did the show.
What happened?
I don't know. What happened?
Yeah, Corky, why don't you tell him what happened? Why'd you leave the show?
Why I left the show?
Yeah, why'd you leave the show? You were all sweating, you couldn't sit in the room anymore? Huh? What's your problem, man? You thought it was going to be your own show. You badmouthed Howard about it. You thought you were going to get your own show. Mary Ann from Brooklyn gets his own show. How come I don't get my own show?
Let me hear what he has to say.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
No, I won't shut the fuck up because you made an asshole out of all us coming up here like that and made a big deal about it. And then you walk out of here.
What happened, Corky?
Wow.
I was a gentleman to you. I walked over and shook your hand. You acted like an asshole.
Yeah, that fish handshake.
You go fuck yourself. You'll never come on the show anywhere up here again.
All right, wonderful.
Corky, what happened? Look, can I talk to Corky?
No, let him go take his meds, man. He needs to take his meds.
What happened? He came in. He was supposed.
I came in. I was starting to talk to some of the people. They were car dealers. They were all car dealers. Nobody there was interested in helping the consumer or telling the consumer anything about the $4,500 rebate that was going to come off the top of the window sticker. I brought 2 cars I had recently purchased. One,
Ronnie's not a car dealer.
We had car dealers there, but he never gave the show a chance. He walked out before the show started.
Why would you do that?
Because he was sweating, man. There was something wrong with him.
Sweating.
What was your problem, man? Seriously. We invited you nicely to come up here. I was nice to you. I walked in like a man and shook your hand, and you acted like a friggin' asshole.
Give Ronnie a chance.
Genius, you're a loser. You know the difference?
I'm a loser? No, pal, I'm not a loser. You're the loser.
You know the difference between a car and an automobile?
You're a fucking loser, pal.
What was the question, Corky?
Gears and fucking, you don't know nothing. My review.
You don't know shit.
Let me hear what he knows. What are you saying?
I'm saying Ronnie doesn't know the difference between a car and an automobile. He doesn't know the correlation between throwing gears in a car and fucking, and he doesn't understand anything about fucking automobiles or anything. And the people he was talking to the Jets, and then that Wayne Siegel guy. What the fuck is the matter with that guy? He walks in, he's got this fucking attitude.
No, you had the attitude, pal, not Wayne Siegel.
I have the attitude, man.
You had the fucking attitude, asshole.
He was telling the Hemi.
No, fuck you.
Fucking dealerships, and I was saying, yeah, you know, I just seen how they fucking dropped 2 atomic bombs on the Mitsubishi.
Oh, Howard didn't give me my own show. I thought it was going to be my show.
Right.
Fuck you, man. You're not getting the show. The show you're going to get is on the corner of 42nd Street.
Anyway, you know what my review would have been, all right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to talk about my 68 Hemi fucking Roadrunner. That's what I want to talk about. I'm going to put a Dana rear in it. Whoopee. Good for you. Nobody's interested in that shit, pal.
I was explaining to you how to stay interested in your girlfriend.
That wasn't my girlfriend. She's a guest on the show, okay?
All right.
Just like you were. But you were an asshole and walked out.
All right. Goodbye, Ronnie.
Goodbye.
All right.
Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I didn't hang up on. Get rid of that fucking guy. Why are you letting him scream at me on the phone like?
He walked in.
Sorry, Corky.
It's history. My God, the guy's like fucking out of his mind.
Do you want to go on the show?
I wanted to do the show. Yeah.
Well,
You mean you want to do it alone?
Yeah, I want to do the show.
no. You got to go on with Ronnie.
With Ronnie, you know?
Ronnie's an expert.
Actually, Ronnie, with that day I was sitting there, threw the craziest, like, hug and kiss to the Hemi girl in front of Ganji. That
I don't know what you're talking about. But Ronnie, you know, Ronnie was willing to do the show. Hold on. What do you got? What's going on now?
Here's the producer of the fucking show. Tell him what went down.
So you had told Corky, you said, yeah, you can come on and do the show with Ronnie.
Right.
Who's this, McClure?
This is McClure, yeah.
Right. Did you tell me just before the show started, don't say nothing for the first segment?
I told you for 3 times when we talked on the phone, you're going to come in, you'll be part of the show. When you got there, I said, we're going to do like a 10-minute segment, then we're going to bring you on and introduce you.
Excuse me, people, but I'm an FME winner, okay?
Guy's a fucking psycho.
All right, so you told him what? Go ahead.
I told you to sit there and hang out for about 10 minutes. We're going to do one segment, kind of introduce everybody, then we're going to bring you on as a special guest, and you'll be part of the show. And you sat there all agitated. You kept getting up and walking out, getting up, walking out. You're all kind of weird. Talking about the lights were too bright. And then you got up and left as soon as the show started. Like 2 minutes into the show, you're like, I'm leaving. I'm not staying here.
What do you mean the lights are too bright?
Did you give Stern the gift that I gave you to give him?
No, he threw it in the garbage.
What do you mean the lights are too bright on the show?
Who said the lights were too bright?
You were talking about the elevators are weird and the lights are too bright. It's too hot. Everybody's freezing in the studio. Your shirt's unbuttoned down to your belly button. You're so strange.
Listen.
And I'm strange, huh?
Yeah, you are strange.
Yeah, I'm strange.
Anyway, what do you want me to tell you?
I want you to tell...
Why don't you guys have him back on?
I want you to tell you why you walked off the show. That's why I want you to tell him.
I walked off the show because I had intentions of doing the show with you, not sitting there with the guy in the green room. I asked 6 times what he did for a living. Finally, he tells me he rips off rich people. All right, Wayne Siegel, who's a car dealer, and is not giving the right information to the consumer. I'm about the consumer.
How do you know he's not giving right information? The guy has 3 dealerships on Long Island. How do you know he's not giving the right information?
Fucking cars. He had nothing to say. He's a fucking...
You weren't there. How do you know he had what to say? You walked out before the show started.
No, what do you think? I didn't hear it? You think I didn't hear it last night? It's not even listenable, too.
Then don't listen. Nobody asked you to listen.
All right.
And we're not
All
asking
right,
you to come
boys.
back. Don't worry.
Right. You're not asking me.
No, I asked you nicely to come the first time.
Why don't you go on the show and do it the right way?
No, I don't want him there.
I want him there.
He'll come there with a fucking machine gun. He's crazy.
Oh, yeah?
A machine gun? Dude, I was fucking chilling out. All right?
Chilling out. You were sweating like a pig.
You think he's nuts?
Yeah, I think he's nuts.
You do? So you vote no on him on the
I
show?
vote no, yeah.
All right.
Really? Corky?
I'd put him on the phone, but he really was kind of freaky.
You know, he sounds all right.
He sketched everybody out.
He just sounds like
He sounds all right.
These
I'm
guys
not
think
saying he's right
Corky-
in his opinion.
These guys think you're crazy.
Hey, listen.
I don't see it.
I thought you went to sleep.
Sitting there with a fucking attitude.
I'm up.
I didn't give you no attitude at all, man.
Listen, I was talking to West Eagle. I tried to make a joke with the guy. He was all fucked up in the head. He had like some crazy attitude.
All right. It's not working out. I tried to bring an exciting show together, like Corky and Ronnie host the show and do some fun things.
The guy walked out, man. I was nice. I walked in. Jim?
He brought in like a newspaper
Jim,
ad with him in
when I
like
walked
10
in-
years ago. He's like, look at me in the paper. And even Melissa's kind of like, yeah, you're really weird.
No.
Seriously, when I walked in, did I walk over and say hello to him,
You
shook
walked
his
right over
hand?
to him, shook
I hope
his
we have a
hand.
good show tonight. And the guy fucking walks out. Do I invite him back?
You're a pro.
Do I invite him back?
No.
No.
I'm not saying he should do the Ronnie show, but if he's that crazy, I think we ought to meet him.
Different show for
You've
him.
met Corky
We
many
have.
times.
Wow,
Oh,
are
yeah.
you fucking kidding me? That chick was calling me a grinder for being able to get a good deal on a car, all right? The only thing that ground that chick was her tits off, all right? She had a fucked up attitude. She didn't know what the fuck she was talking about.
All right. All right, Corky.
I guess you're the only one who knows anything. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry it didn't work out.
All right, Corky, thank you. You know Corky. We gave him that name because he looked like that guy Corky on that retard show.
Oh, okay. I don't.
Oh, and he was also mad because you didn't bring up. What was he mad about? He didn't bring up.
You never asked him about his relationship and what he's
how
been
his
doing for the
divorce
last 10
went.
years.
And,
Hey,
yeah,
I didn't know
he
if
was
wanted to
all
get it. I
upset
didn't-
with you too, man.
I didn't know if he wanted to get into that history.
He was all bent about you not bringing shit up, and please, it was a whole deal.
All right, well, I mean, who knows what's going on. All right, boys. Let's get right over to Johnny Hine. Johnny Hine hosts a wrap-up show every day at 11 o'clock. Oh, Johnny. Go ahead, Johnny.
JD described Ronnie's car show as the most boringest radio program he's ever heard.
The most boringest.
Yes.
Yes.
But when Howard gave JD the opportunity to cancel the show,
He wouldn't do it.
He wouldn't
You see,
pull the plug.
A lot of people around here go, they want to be the boff. They want to be boff.
I don't know if JD's ever said
Well, they all fantasize about it. So I gave JD the power. I said, JD, you heard the show. You've heard it a few times. You're in charge of the channel. I'm putting you completely in charge. I'm taking
You
Tim out
said
of the
it's
picture.
the most boringest.
I said, right now, you want to fire Ronnie, get him off that fucking car show. I want to be responsible for that. It's not so easy, is it? You give somebody the power and they back off the power. Power's an interesting thing.
Well, it's like looking down the barrel of a gun.
One must be groomed for power.
Watching the guy who knows how to fire the gun.
Yeah, did you see how JD
It
choked?
looks easy. It makes it look easy.
You know JD wanted to fire him and he didn't have the balls to pull the trigger.
Wouldn't make the call.
Wouldn't make the call. What? I said, you can make the call. Did you say it was most boringest? Go ahead. You're the program director now. I'm putting you in charge. Do you want Ronnie's show off the air? You have the power to do it. Giving you the power. Superman is giving you his power.
I'm sure they'll be discussing why he couldn't pull the trigger on the wrap-up show today.
Of course.
Absolutely. We'll debate if JD was right not to pull any clips from Ronnie's show last night.
Couldn't pull it.
If Ronnie intimidated JD into making this decision not to cancel.
Well, he said he'd kill him. I think that was an obvious threat.
JD, what do you want to say?
Cancel it.
Go
ahead.
Cancel. No.
He ain't standing there.
It's up to you.
Get Ronnie in here.
You cancel
You're
it.
ready to cancel the show.
Don't
in
make
front
it
of
up to me. It's not up to me. It's up to you. Do you want to give Ronnie his shot on the air every week, or do you want to take it away from him?
Oh, once a week? Like every week?
He doesn't do it every week.
Yeah, I know that.
Do you want to take away Ronnie's show permanently? You can't do it. Giving you the
Yes, cancel it. Just cancel it.
You can't. You're canceling
If the
show.
public, if there's such a public outcry for this show, then you can bring it back.
But I'm not going to hear any public outcry.
Well, so if
I don't
Tim,
hear any public.
If Tim or someone hears this public outcry,
You're the one. I gave you the power. I don't hear Ronnie's show. I said to you, you now have the power to cancel Ronnie's show. There's Ronnie. Look him in the eye and cancel the fucking show. Then.
I'm sorry, Ronnie.
Sorry what?
Do you know what the show means to Ronnie?
Sorry what?
Show's canceled.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Wow.
Okay, there it is.
No problem.
JD just canceled Ronnie's
Does
show.
does it really mean that much?
Wait a minute, you're canceling. It doesn't matter how much.
Does it mean that much?
You just canceled it.
No, I know.
It's history.
Just because you're an
Find
idiot,
out why now.
just because you're an idiot and you don't want your own show, that's not my problem. It means a lot to me, okay? And the other people that do the show.
You're in charge.
Okay, can we cancel it? But if there's like,
I just told
okay.
you have a decision. Either cancel it or keep it on the air.
If there's a huge, if we
There's
cancel
not
it,
going to be any huge outcry. There's not going to be. I was fired. There was no huge outcry.
We can answer
There's not
that
gonna be
now.
any outcry.
Yeah, what do you think, they're going to picket the building?
You've got to make the decision.
oh no, you tell me. Okay, yeah, go ahead and cancel it.
Okay, it's done.
There,
No
John,
more show for Ronnie. It's over.
There, John the Stutterer on.
All right,
More John the
Oh, that's real interesting.
Ronnie, JD canceled. the
Hey,
show.
whatever. Okay.
All right.
Wow.
Sorry, Ron.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to say?
What?
Is there anything you want to say? I mean, the guy just fucking fucked you.
He stabbed you.
He fucked you.
Right in the ass.
Well, yeah, you got to say goodbye to your fans.
Look, you gave him the power to do it. He's you now.
Right.
He canceled the show. I go by what you say, because he's you.
Right.
Okay?
I gave him the power.
So,
It's pleasant.
I'll take it and I'll walk away. But he can go fuck himself. I'll never speak to him again.
Oh.
All right.
You don't speak to me in the first place.
Yeah, bullshit, you
Not to
little
yell at
fuck.
me.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, you're just a little jealous bastard because you don't have your own show. Okay. You had your chance to do a show and you never fucking did it.
Yeah, because I can't think of anything else to do.
But we do things. People call in and we do. We give them good advice. Okay? Despite what people say, they called in before, like corky, which means nothing. Okay.
All right. The show is canceled, JD.
Huh?
Is the show canceled?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Fine.
All right. It's your call.
All right. No problem.
Well, I guess he is ready to take the reins of power.
Ronnie, honestly, I never thought he'd do it.
Whatever. I don't really care. He wants to be like that. That's fine. He wants to be an asshole. That's fine.
I'm being an asshole. I'm
No, you're
thinking-
being an asshole.
Thinking better of
You're
the
being a
Howard
fucking
listeners.
What?
All right,
What do you know about Howard's listeners?
I don't know.
What do you know? You just stand back there like a fucking moron, and all you do is look at that telephone screen all morning and run in and out of that fucking bullpen like a moron, throwing people under the bus.
I didn't realize you were
That's your
watching me so much.
That's my job to look at the hall. That's
But
my
you're
job
li-
to see
so-
what's
it sounds
going
like
on.
you're looking at me.
I got
Yeah, because you're in and out of that fucking hall all morning like an asshole instead of doing your job. It's like pulling
getting
clips of my
things
show.
done.
You didn't pull no clips of my show yet, still, did you?
No, there's a lot of things I haven't pulled clips from.
Yeah, well, then
There's a lot of
don't worry about the fucking telephone
There's a lot
screen.
of clips from
That's
Chuck
not your
Zito's
job.
show. I never pull anything
You're
from
not
a
the
super
fucking
fan
you're not the
roundtable.
telephone screener.
I don't pull anything
You're not
from
the
Miserable
telephone
Man.
screener, pal. You're a fucking idiot who sits in a glass booth.
Okay.
Taking the
All right, so do your job.
I am
Do
doing
your
my job.
Don't look at the TV screen.
I did it, and I fired your
the
show.
computer screen. Good.
Taking
Good.
a stand
I
and
don't
prove
give a fuck.
JD's talking.
Good.
No,
I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Taking a stand improved.
Let him take a stand.
It improved him as
It's all
a
right.
man.
I'll take my fucking stand also. You'll see what stand I take now.
JD Moonves making the big decision.
Whatever.
I'm nerdy Mussolini.
Whatever.
You're a
Whatever.
nerdy Mussolini.
I'm nerdy
Whatever. What does
Mussolini.
what does he know? He doesn't know shit. He doesn't know shit about what we do.
All right, we'll see.
Why don't you come? I invited him to come in and sit there at the show last night. He wouldn't do it.
Because I have no desire to talk about cars. I don't know anything about cars.
So what? You could have sat there and observed. It might have been not been as boring as you thought it was if you were there.
I don't know about that.
Gary thought it was pretty good. He came in and sat down.
Okay.
It's like auditing a
All
class.
right, JD, I gave you the power. You're the one who heard Ronnie's show. I said, should I cancel Ronnie's show? And now you're saying
Okay, so
yes.
he canceled it. That's
He
it. What am I
canceled
going to say?
I don't know.
I can't say anything.
I'm shocked.
He's a piece of shit. That's what I can say.
All right, Ronnie,
All right.
thank you.
You're welcome.
JD, thank you.
If I'm a piece of shit, it will reflect in the ratings and emails. Sorry, Ronnie.
Are there any other shows you want to cancel?
No, not at the moment.
I'm giving you the power before I take the power back. Is there anything
No,
else?
you should take the power back.
All right.
Anyone in the room you want off this show?
Yeah.
No, I like everyone here.
All right. Mumbellini has spoken. All right. The power is back to me.
douchey.
And a stunning show of leadership.
Yes.
JD making
Rushing
tough decisions
right
and firing Ronnie.
I can't wait for this wrap-up
Why did you
show.
run in now?
He's an answer.
Because the way Howard put it, it was more like...
You had the power. You were afraid.
He said it earlier, and you didn't.
No, but it was more... It wasn't... This was like... I don't know. I'm not going to be able to explain it good. Or well.
See, I took the power away. Now he can't talk again.
I lost my mojo.
When I gave him the power, did you notice how good he was?
Talk, yeah.
He was like, Ronnie, you're fired. Now, please
The show
dismiss
is
yourself.
canceled.
That's too bad about you. Now leave. Then I took away the power and he went,
He's got this job and his Rick stuff. It's not like his world is crumbling.
Right. All right.
Jesus.
All right. Well, you made your one big. I made you an executive.
Wait a minute.
Wait, what was that, Ronnie? What?
My fucking world is crumbling.
No, I said it's
my
not
world
like.
is crumbling.
I said it's not like.
You're begging fucking guys to go to strip clubs every fucking night.
I said.
And my world is crumbling.
I know.
You fucking piece of
Did you
shit.
hear what I
fucking tell
said?
me my world is crumbling.
I said it's not
You
like
can
your
go
world
fuck
is crumbling,
yourself, man.
It's
go
not
call
like
Steve
your world
Ron
is
over
crumbling.
there and beg him to come,
Ronnie,
so you can get into the strip club without your fucking sneakers on.
I said
Come on,
it's
man.
not like your world
is crumbling.
I said it's not.
I don't care. It's crumbling now, motherfucker.
He said it's not like.
Let him fucking fuck.
What happened there?
Big boss.
Well, Ronnie, is JD welcome at Rick's tonight?
Don't show up at Rick's.
What happened at the strip club with your sneakers? Is JD welcome at Rick's tonight?
Who?
JD.
Welcome where?
At Rick's.
Look, he doesn't even want to go to Rick's because it's not good enough for him.
Oh, really?
No, it's not good enough for him.
What happened? They let him in with his sneakers?
No, they let him in sneakers, but another place won't. His other good friend won't let him in with sneakers.
No,
so he had to stand out there in the street. They wouldn't let him in.
How come at a strip club you can't wear sneakers?
Because it's a high-class strip club.
Oh, the hookers are offended by sneakers?
Wow.
I mean,
So
the strippers?
Yeah, Rick's is not good enough for him.
I never said
I can't
that.
go
Shut
into
up.
detail why, but it's not good enough.
I never said
it's
that.
not good enough for him. That's all right. We don't need him there. We get fans, my fans, coming in there all the time.
All right, you need to tell him about the cars.
I don't have to tell him about the cars.
Oh, okay. Just saying.
I get my fans coming in there all the time.
Okay.
Rick's is thrilled with me.
All right.
Good.
Thrilled, motherfucker.
All right.
All right.
It's not easy.
So now you got power, okay? You got one fucking thing to do, and you take it out on me. That's fine, okay?
I didn't take it
Go
out
ahead,
on you.
motherfucker. It's okay. I don't care.
All right, Ronnie.
I don't care.
Obviously
I don't
you do.
care.
Obviously
I don't
you do.
care.
Okay.
Thank you. Well, it ain't easy having power, is it? It's tough.
It's lonely at the top.
Hope you learned your lesson.
Now you admire your boss a little more because you see.
Dude, I've always admired you.
Having
Stop
the
it.
power is not easy. Something you have to be groomed for.
And I didn't ask for this power, but you know, it was bestowed.
I'm like
and
Superman. I didn't ask for this power.
Are you okay with miserable men?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. He's on the fence
He
about
seems
that.
a little.
I'm going to give you the power. I'm going to tell you something. Sometime in the future.
Oh, God.
I'm going to give you this power again. I want you to think about it.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
I just wanted, he did think about it while he was sitting out there.
He did.
All right.
All right, thank you, JD. Well, today you are a man.
Yeah.
You took power.
We'll see.
You're a leader. Who knew?
I don't know if I want to leave.
You know, Robin was looking at you lovingly when you had the power.
He was forceful.
You were suddenly attractive to her.
When isn't she looking at me lovingly?
Almost every minute of the show.
JD.
And outside of the show.
Yeah.
What a Lothario.
All right, JD, taking on some power. That was
Yeah.
quite a moment.
A big moment for Ronnie.
Joe, what'd you think of that? Joe?
Hey, this is the best radio ever, and I think JD standing up to Ronnie is a real step in the right direction. It's like that Revenge of the Nerds movie, you know? Just stand up to the bully.
You feel it was Revenge of the Nerds Part 2.
If the jocks were a 62-year-old short man.
All right, Joe, thank you.
Good stuff.
Revenge of the Nerds. I haven't seen a smile on Scott the engineer's face like the one I saw 2 seconds ago.
Oh, because of the Ronnie thing?
Yeah,
Really?
I think. Yeah, he's
I thought
so
they were
happy.
friends, those two.
They're friends, but I think Scott gets very jealous of anything Ronnie gets.
Man.
Well, Scott was piling right on with the Ronnie show is boring
There's issues there, yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, Ronnie gets everything. I've been with the show longer. He comes up here and does nothing.
Was he worried that or upset that he didn't get asked to be on the car show because he
Yeah.
knows a lot about cars?
Yeah, and how come Ronnie doesn't...
Which car can you put a bowling ball in?
Yeah, and Ronnie
rattle around.
gets the strip club, and well, I would like to appear at a strip club, too.
I could be Ricky Man.
Yeah.
I'm not jealous. It was just funny. He's carrying on outside. It was hysterical.
Yeah, admit you like this a little
JD,
bit.
no, I like it when he's.
You were enjoying
JD
it.
was making his head spin. It's so funny.
Do you want your own bowling show? We got to find something to replace Ronnie's show.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, my particular bowling ball of choice is made by
Brunswick.
Brunswick. Right, that's correct. Thank you.
Let's talk about bowling, the
Scott,
AMF years.
Was it the right decision that JD made?
I would have actually, if I was in charge, I would have spoken to him and have him do another show and try to liven it up a little or try to be more, informative and move things along. I would have given him
Yeah,
another.
but he didn't have that opportunity.
I would have given him another shot.
You would have. You would have let him continue.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Nice to know.
Would you ever consider doing your own show about like what it's like to be bald, just for bald guys to talk about when they lost their hair?
No, I don't think
right.
so.
All right. Fair enough. Thank you. All right, Scott.
Thank you.
I got to tell you, if it gutter balls, what it was like to bowl on 9/11.
I didn't bowl.
There I stood.
I tried.
Alone.
Tried bowling.
At the air blowing machine.
And it blew my hair off.
Not one person from my club showed up. That shows you there's no dedication in bowling anymore.
Scott was bowling on 9/11.
Not only did they not show up, they didn't call him to tell him they weren't showing
I'm overlooked by everyone.
You realize the terrorists won that day? No bowling.
They stopped bowling.
Yeah. When the towers went down, I said, I'm bowling.